All right, good afternoon. My name is Daniel, and welcome to the free handpan. Actually, today we have something special. We actually have an interview. Here at Dave's Island Instruments, we like to show people what's possible with the handpan. And with the handpan, we get a lot of people that are in the spiritual world or doing other practices, sound healing, things like that. And actually, I'm excited to introduce this person that I'm bringing on. In June, we're going to be having a Reiki sound healing event. And this next person I'm going to bring on, she has been actually a friend of mine for a long time. She's a Reiki master. We've been we've known each other for quite a while and been through a lot of adventures, and it's been pretty fun. But now she's a Reiki master and is coming out to do some sound healing in June, and I'm excited to introduce her. So without further ado, let's just give it up for Jewel Remeta. Boom! Here, I'll give you the applause. Wow! Yay! I'm excited to bring you on today. Every Saturday, Jewel, how you doing? Actually, how you doing?
Happy Saturday!
Happy
I'm
Saturday.
very well. I'm
Yeah.
so excited to be here,
Awesome.
chatting with my good buddy.
Yes, and I'm excited because you're going to be coming down from Sacramento to bring some sound healing to us, and I'm excited for that. And today we're just going to be talking about a little bit about that. Also, I'll be playing handpan, if you guys don't know, at the event, and that's why we're actually talking about it today. And I'm excited because this kind of goes along with some of the things that we've been talking about, the 4 principles of music, and I know Reiki is just a wonderful practice that helps people a lot. So, Jewel, how's it going?
What's up?
How's Sacramento up there? How's the weather and everything?
The weather's great. To be honest, we've been having nice, cool, like a normal spring, which is not normal for us.
Right.
Usually the heat comes in and strikes us down really fast, but we're enjoying it right now. So I'm sure there's only a couple more weeks of it.
Right. Well, I keep talking about the Reiki, and it's kind of funny because I've met a lot of people, especially through Dave's Island Instruments that are doing Reiki sessions and stuff like that, and I kind of know a little bit about it, but I'm glad you are here because you can explain a little bit about it. I know it has to do with sound healing, stuff like that. But let's hear a little bit about yourself. What's your background, education?
My background, I guess, is in music. I went to school for music initially to study piano performance, classical piano.
Yes.
And after I started that, I started to do some performance groups and studied vocal jazz and in classical choir. And then that kind of led me to doing studio stuff. So I went and did my degree in essentially audio engineering and sound production at Long Beach City College. So
yeah, I think I have a picture.
And that's oh yes, I think
you
do
show
too.
you a picture.
Sure.
Jewel. Let me see if
Jewel in college studying music. I was actually doing a show down on 4th Street somewhere.
Oh my God.
Doing this sound for Alessandra and friends. So
nice.
That's a local Long Beach name.
Nice.
Yeah, and I started in music, and then after I did my degree in music, I moved back up to Sacramento. The universe brought me back up here, and I started to practice yoga heavily. I was already doing that in Long Beach, but then the yoga practice and everything kind of led me to Reiki. And I'd already been, when I was in Long Beach, I was very free-spirited, we can say. So I was already practicing.
You still are. What are you talking about?
So I was already practicing Reiki informally down there. So It's been a long time.
That's awesome.
Long time coming.
Yeah, and as far as I know you, I've always known you for music. And if you guys have never heard Jewel sing, she is awesome singer. So I love when we come over. We always play music when she's down, and it's amazing to share vibrations with Jewel because she's an awesome person. So great.
Yeah, actually, Daniel's the one that got me playing ukulele, so I have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have my own now.
That's right. She always brings her ukulele and we just jam. It's so fun. And that's what it's all about. I think like with sound healing, sometimes we don't realize whether we're practicing or just playing music for ourselves. You never know who's going to hear it, because I've heard stories like that. Like I heard someone was just practicing handpan, and they ended up being for us. So for all those musicians out there, don't be afraid to just play music, whether you have somebody listening or not. You never know who's listening. That's what I think. So
Well, I think that like music is something that serves something that's internal, and so like if you're having that conversation with yourself and searching for music, and music is coming into your life, it's for a reason,
mm-hmm.
and it usually is to connect you with other musicians.
Right. And especially this time, I love that we're doing this, is because there is a lot of craziness in the world, I would say, and what I find is a lot of people are looking for healing or just looking to calm down or meditate, and I'm glad we're having this in June. In fact, I've been telling a lot of my friends or people that I know about it, and they're definitely they can't wait to come down in June and check it out. So what is why Reiki? What's your passion behind this? I know you've always been a person that loves to help in energy work. I know that, and now it's Reiki. So what makes you so passionate about the Reiki?
Reiki is such a beautiful, intelligent energy. What we like to say as practitioners is where a Reiki goes where your intention goes. So if your intention is to heal and to heal yourself, it's a good modality to raise your vibration and even heal physical and emotional trauma.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, you and in fact, can you give like a little definition of Reiki? Like what
Yeah.
is Reiki, and how does it work basically?
So Reiki is a universal source energy. It's just a high vibrational energy that is channeled through the practitioner's hands. It helps to correct the flow of either, we have our physical body lines, we also have our emotional, subtle bodies, and spiritual bodies. And Reiki has kind of a quantum effect. It can get in there and create balance in places that didn't have it before. And so Reiki practitioners will hold their hands either floating or directly on bodies in order to, number one, identify the areas that are creating an imbalance, and then number two, help facilitate the universal energy in that area to correct the flow of energy.
Wow, that's amazing. And like, where does the practice come from? Like, what's the origin? And
The ancient origins are kind of all over the place, but the modern day practice was channeled by this guy named Mikao Usui in Japan in the 1920s, and he actually went on a pilgrimage, and he was in search of deeper questions within the universe, and so he set out on this journey, as we all are, right?
Yeah.
At least I hope for you this.
Yes.
But he set out on this journey, and then on his 21st day, he received a download of the modern day Reiki practice and how he would share it in the world and attune his students and, create his lineage, essentially.
That's amazing. Like, I love it because, everybody knows I've been exploring like sound healing, and that was one of the things that I did last year, and it was amazing. I think I was reborn in music last year. It was pretty crazy. So, I think Reiki falls in line with everything that, that I've been learning, and I'm glad that you can share with us what it is. It's so awesome.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
really excited for the event in Long Beach. As we've been chatting about, it's a beautiful collaboration between Daniel, who's on his handpan journey, and then me, who's on my Reiki journey, and then also my Reiki sister, Jean, who's coming from Minneapolis to help in both departments. She will be facilitating Reiki through Gong, probably.
Yes.
So we'll have Daniel and Jean, and then me, and the space will be really beautiful, especially in Dave's little cultivated studio back there.
Yes,
So
yes, it's gonna be super nice. Actually, Dave was trying to get on, but he actually sent a thing. It's funny because Dave meets all kinds of people, but I know you know him. But he said, "Hi, Jewel. Tend to meet you sooner than later," but he's already met you and he doesn't realize.
Dave, we've known each other for a long time through Phil Carrillo. We just don't. We've never had a formal conversation, so we don't really know each other, but we will. We will.
That's so funny. Dave's awesome. But today's is his daughter's birthday, so unfortunately he couldn't be on. And he's enjoying the California beach weather.
I know Dave's daughters as well because we were all hanging out at a hot dog stand, and Phil and Max and I think Joe were playing, and then Dave came and brought his daughters, and I've actually met the whole family.
That's so awesome. Oh my gosh.
But that was probably like at least 10 years ago.
Oh gosh, time flies. It does. It definitely flies. It's so crazy. All right.
So happy birthday to Dave's daughter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful family day there.
Yeah, he's putting smile faces. He could text us right now.
I can see. I see.
All right. So like right now, like why it's funny. It's weird how this comes around because we've known each other for so long, and doing an event together, it just excites me a lot. And before, I think I'm thinking about it because I remember when you were in music, I was not, and then I remember you singing Blackbird with your friend on our porch a long time ago, and I don't know, it was so inspirational because I've never seen anybody just like sing at the top of their lungs in front, like just random, and I was like, whoa. And then coming to now, you're a Reiki master, and then now I play handpan, and now we're gonna do an event together. But how do you see?
It's definitely a full circle moment.
No, it is totally. So how do you see? It's weird how it came together because how do you see Reiki and handpan going together? Because I know there's a lot of different avenues that you can take with Reiki. And how do you see handpan fitting with that?
Well, first off, I think that I want to say something that I use sound in my practice. So when you come see me as a client, we use like frequencies. We use solfeggio frequencies. We use binaural beats sometimes, to help. So sound is such a great modality because it's so universal, because most of us can hear or feel the vibration, even if we can't hear it maybe on a physical level.
Yeah.
I think the intention is the biggest thing here. My intention with my Reiki journey is to spread Reiki, share Reiki, and heal myself, and allow that modality to infiltrate others and hopefully inspire them to heal themselves and kind of create that alignment within their life. And I think that kind of handpan and music essentially is on that same journey as well, a journey of alignment and balance and understanding the greater feelings in the universe.
Mm-hmm. And like I saw an article, this was so crazy, I think it was in Scientific America, and they were talking about vibration, and I think that's what it's all about. And like they said, the title was "Hippies Were Right. It's all about vibration."
Clickbait.
Yeah, I know. And I did. It was scientific. I was like, "Ooh." I looked at that and they were just like vibrate. But what they explained was vibration. And, I think right now, especially in the world, like we see all this information coming at us and most of it's bad. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there's war, COVID, someone got shot, all these things. But in that aspect, you're getting all these bad vibes, and that's why people are looking for good vibrations.
I don't want to say bad. I want to be clear here. Bad. I want to say heavy.
Heavy
I want to
bad.
say
Okay.
heavy.
That sounds
Heavy.
good. No, that's good. That's good.
So heavy things, and I think the reason it's a good distinction because like when heavy energy is there, you seek for lighter energy. You seek to be lighter within yourself, and I think both sound and Reiki can help facilitate that.
Yeah. So it could be a dual combo, but still Reiki uses sound to actually do that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Reiki is just like essentially channeling. I think as a singer, the energy that I channel in my hands is very similar to what I tap into when I'm singing. I'm trying to tap into that emotion, that love, that universal love that I want to share when I sing, and it's the same thing that comes through my hands when I'm practicing.
Wow, that's amazing. And I think how would the music, is that open up people? It gets them in the right. I
think that, so for me, I kind of use it as a tool of focus so that they have something to focus on, so they're not focusing on me walking around their body and putting my hand on it. So they're going to listen to some frequencies while I practice, and then maybe they won't, because if they're focused on me the whole time, then their energy isn't trying to be in flow. It's trying to be kind of distracted. Does that make sense? But if they can focus on the frequency, that'll kind of drop them in a lot of the times.
Right. Well, I think it puts you in a state of just not thinking, and then you're more open to the healing that you're gonna get. So that's awesome. I learn something new every day, and Jewel, you always teach me some good stuff. So I'm glad that's gonna happen. Let's see. I have more questions. How has Reiki helped you personally? What do you think?
I think that it's just been part of my journey, but I think that it started in music, and then music kind of fed me to meditation, and then meditation kind of, came hand in hand with yoga, and then yoga kind of pushed me to find something outside of a physical practice. So like once I got good at yoga, I was like, okay, like this is kind of handling like my physical self, but I want to go deeper, and how do I do that? And I started to uncover things like Reiki and like, frequency treatments and stuff. And so from there I got inspired by my teacher, who's a great community leader, and so I was then introduced to the right people who put me on the right Reiki path. I think it's really important that if you're searching for Reiki in your life, be inspired, be quiet, listen, you know what I mean? You'll find who you're supposed to be in alignment with, and who you're supposed to practice Reiki with, whether it be on a client practitioner relationship, or whether you're going to take an attunement for yourself and move into that direction. Just making sure that you're moving in the right direction while you're trying to follow something spiritual, I think is really important.
And actually, you said something before that you intended, or your intention was to, when you started getting into it, and like that, I think right there, because like that was for me like a year ago. I go, you know what, I need to find out about how music heals, because I knew that it does through ukulele, like teaching people and stuff like that, but I wanted practical things for my students or whoever I talk to. And the first thing was the intention, and then what you're talking about is like when you're searching, once you get the intention, it's funny, everything opens up, and you meet like your teacher that you were supposed to, or you're supposed to talk to somebody, and everything just works. It's like weird. Once you open up, that's what I feel. that intention, like, okay, I'm ready to receive, you know what I mean? And then boom.
Well, those intentions are of high vibrations. So it's going to start to, once you start to actively, consciously raise your vibration, you're going to start to come into more contact with people who are doing the same thing. You know, it's not going to feel so lonely anymore. You know, you're going to find your people that, you know, like aliens and like, you know, whatever it is, you know.
Well, I feel like once you do that, it's kind of like when I've heard of it called as cosmic manifestations or something like that. It's like when you, like, I know we would like, both of us like to travel, but when you go on those travels, you meet these people and stuff just happens. You have the greatest time. You didn't plan it. You know what I mean? And you become the best of friends. And that's what I mean when you open up, all those things just come to you, and it's called a cosmic manifestation.
Yeah, there's a magic in that flow, and you're right. You said it specifically, when you don't plan. But when you're open for like that beautiful opportune moment, you know, and you have the intention of having fun or, you know, going and learning or whatever your intention may be, you have these moments that just remind you that not everything is logical, you know, exactly. and it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. So. Well, that's awesome, you know, and I think Reiki that's all part of that. That's so awesome. I love it. I should learn more. I'm gonna learn more, actually. That's so cool. Let's see. And then I know you touched on it a little bit more. Like, I know people are gonna be looking. How should I say it? I don't know. Like,
I think I know what you're getting at.
Who's looking for Reiki, and then like, hey, this may be a good thing for it or whatever.
Let's do two things. So let's talk about who's Reiki good for in general.
There you go.
And then we'll go and talk about like maybe specifically for this event, who this event is meant for.
Yes.
Okay, great. Reiki is for people. I'd like to use this as an example because I think it's a great one. They use Reiki practitioners in cancer wards at hospitals.
Wow.
To help with the physical pain that patients go through when they're experiencing chemo or other, you know, processes. So it's a great healer of the physical body. But if you're willing to go on more of a Reiki journey, if you're willing to do more than one session or two sessions, you can start to affect the balance in your life. And like maybe, you know, we can work through some deep-seated emotional trauma or whatever blockages you're feeling in your life. We can definitely like tackle those together because it's all present in your body and in your subtle bodies. So we can basically identify the issues that you're having in your life based on your circuitry.
No, that's awesome.
And then moving forward, this event is going to be really great for people who are, yes, experiencing physical pain, yes, experiencing emotional pain, but it's also going to be great for you if you're trying to cultivate a meditation practice. If you're learning how to go deeper within yourself and in your listening, this is going to be a great event to kind of like help light a fire under your butt as far as like, you know, dropping in and getting into it, getting into the work.
Actually, a thought just came to mind because you said some great things. It's just like, you know, people, like for me, it's almost kind of like an awakening, like from last year, but it's not like you've changed yet. You still have to work on it. You know what I mean? And that's the huge thing is like continuing to work on it and explore. Get into what you were talking about, listen more. And what I like to say is listen to the silence more, and you're going to get more energy because that's where it all comes from. So, and it's tough. It's tough nowadays because this is our life right now. It's just going so fast, and I see it across the board. And then just to try to slow people down, that is the hardest thing. And that's I believe that's where that's at, and I think that's where
Exactly. And I think
Reiki
that that's
energy.
exactly where this event is going to be a beautiful thing. We have that intention we're both holding that intention for
Yeah.
people to slow down, for people to take a moment for themselves. I am like the self-care cheerleader.
Like
I'm
everybody.
always I'm always saying, please, at the end of the day, take 10 minutes for yourself to just sit with yourself or be with yourself or,
This one.
soak your feet or whatever.
Breathe.
Exactly. Breathe. Consciously breathe. Breathing consciously.
No, no,
Um,
and that it's funny you say that because sometimes people don't realize it's not even just the breath itself. It's just to let your mind breathe and
yeah.
let
Give
those
yourself some space.
let those energies go. That's so awesome. Wow.
But yeah, so I hope to facilitate that energy while we're all together.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I think that that's going to be really amazing. There's going to be we have some surprises in store for the people that are coming on the 24th. I don't want to give everything away today,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
there's little gifts to be had and definitely some energy to be had. And the three of
There we go. We're back. Oh, sorry about that. We just lost the internet, everybody, and we are back in session. We're going to be waiting for Jewel to get back on. Try again. Okay. La 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 la. Hello. We're still here live. Sorry about that. We must have had a sunspot or something like that because we totally lost the internet. Let me see. Are we still on? Jewel, are we there? Are we there? I'm here all good. Ooh. Reboot. Reboot. Ah, there we go. All right. Sorry about that.
we're back.
We were
We
talking.
had
We were
we
talking
had
so
little
much.
goblins.
Yeah. It was the energy that we were putting off too much energy, and it caused everything to go.
It was funny because my light started flickering.
Oh, really? Really? It must have been.
It's
Wow.
it's still going right now. I'm like, okay, there's definitely something present.
There's some energy
So,
rocking. Actually, my cat was like freaking out this morning. We're like, "What's wrong with you?" There must be some bad energy or something like that.
no, I'm sure it's not bad. I'm sure it's just playful.
No bad energy, just what is
No
it?
bad energy.
Low energy or whatever.
Just little mischievous energy.
Right,
Little
right, right.
little goblins.
So I forgot where we left off.
No,
We
I
were-
remember. Don't
Okay,
worry.
go.
So we were we were talking about how the process of the event is going to go, and I
Oh,
said
yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to start with a guided meditation,
Nice.
and then after the guided meditation, yes, darn goblins, thank you.
Thank you, Peyton.
um, so we're gonna do the guided meditation, and then once that kind of gets us settled and gets us going, you guys are gonna start playing, and I'm gonna go around and do individual Reiki attunements.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we gonna go again? Are we okay?
I think we're
And
fine.
then we're gonna I'll do group Reiki as well, so you'll receive Reiki individually as well as Reiki in the group, which is super powerful, all while getting a beautiful sound healing from Jean and Daniel. So it's gonna be
I
very
cannot wait.
exciting.
I cannot
Yes.
wait. I'm ready to give the energy because it's such an amazing thing, and
So
also to
let's just
learn.
say this is on June 24th at 7 p.m. I can't remember if we said that or not yet,
No,
but
we
I
haven't.
just for you guys that are listening, I'm coming down at the end of June, so it's a Friday evening. Start looking. The event will be released within the next week or two, and you'll be able to formally sign up for it.
Mhm.
So keep an eye out for that. We'll post it all the places.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and I forgot to in the beginning. If you guys aren't subscribed to our channel for Dave's Island Instruments, definitely subscribe because we have a lot of events like this, and it's awesome to hear from all these great practitioners like Jewel, and we have a cool lineup coming up this month. So you're going to hear about that. And also, if you guys have any questions for Jewel right now, the comments are open. I've seen a lot of comments, and if you guys have any questions right now, feel free to ask. This is your time.
Absolutely. I'd love to answer questions.
Yes. And what was I going to say? I had something that I was going to say. No, I'm
I
just
know
excited.
the goblins got us.
Yeah, the goblins like messed up my flow. No, but no, like at the event, I'm excited for that because we've been preparing. Because of COVID, it kind of like the store was kind of like just, nobody was coming in and stuff like that. So basically now it's all cleaned up and it's good for studio time, and I'm excited.
It's going to be nice to be. I haven't been teaching in person a lot. Obviously, since the pandemic, I teach a lot of online yoga. So just being with bodies in rooms is going to be awesome.
No, it is. Actually, because I just started up our ukulele again on Saturdays, and then we're gonna do handpan sessions also. So look forward to that if you guys are local. We do handpan jams, and those are really fun. If you like to play ukulele, I do also ukulele jams, which are fun. And we have lessons and all of that other stuff. But you said you do online Reiki sessions, so
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I do on.
Oh, did we just lose you?
You can. I'm kind of frozen, but I think you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. There you go.
Okay. Yes, I have an array of services that I offer. You can work with me one-on-one online, doing distance Reiki, or we can even just do energy consultations. I can check your chakras virtually, and we can talk about things going on in your life. So if you'd like to get a hold of me, my links are here. You can see the beacons.ai, and that will link you to my website and my Instagram. You can message me anywhere.
Cool. Awesome. And yeah, we got that's what I kind of wanted to share with everybody.
Yeah, I think that we covered basically everything that we wanted to talk about today. So if you guys have any questions, let us know in the chat, and I can always get back to you personally. But otherwise, I'm just really excited to be with my family again in Southern California, and then also do this lovely event with you guys.
I think we've been planning this for almost like half a year or a year, and
yeah, we started talking about this in November, December, so.
And it's
cool
nice
that it's finally opening up to be able to do that.
And there is going to be limited seating because of the size of the place. So
absolutely.
Please,
if you're interested in coming, reach out, because I'll give you guys the event and you can book your ticket as soon as possible. I think we're going to only have spots for maybe 12 or 13 people. So. And I'm going to sell those tickets, and then if I can squeeze another person in or two at the end, at the very last minute, I will post as well, because I want to make sure that...
If they want to share a yoga mat, that's fine. Combo, cuddles, yoga mat with Reiki healing. That's so awesome.
And sound healing.
And sound healing. No, it's I've been wanting to do, because like this is going to be really cool because I want to see how your meditation works, because also I'll be offering a sound journey event also, and it's going to kind of encompass like some of the Reiki practices and things like that. So I love it because I think all these things kind of work together, whether you play music, whether you're looking to meditate, whether you just want to just chill out, you know what I mean? And there's nothing, it's just a matter of what you were talking about, listening and wanting to listen more to get the information that you want, and that's up to you guys. But a lot of people are looking for it, and I'm excited that we can offer this for people. So
me too. It's time. It's time.
It's absolutely time. So sorry about the gremlins, Jewel, but do you have any last things for everybody?
No, just if you want to just reach out to me via Instagram, you see my little thing, or Facebook, you can get a hold of me there if you have any questions that you don't want to ask inside of the chat, no problem. And I look forward to seeing you guys next month.
Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. I have one more thing. I don't actually. I was gonna say, I said subscribe. Check the events page on Dave's Island Instruments, There will be a thing to sign up. So, like we said, it's going to be limited seating. So definitely.
There's going to be an Eventbrite event made within the next week or two, so you'll be able to purchase your ticket and then you'll receive your virtual ticket. So there'll be a whole thing. So just keep an eye out if you're in the Long Beach area and you're looking to come at the end of June. We'll make sure that you figure out how you can do that. So don't worry.
All right, awesome.
All right, thank you so much for having me, Daniel and Carrie and Dave. I'm so happy.
Stay
All
on.
right, talk to you guys on the other side.
Yeah, we're gonna finish right now. Thank you, Jewel, for but stay on, Jewel, because we're gonna talk afterwards. But
no problem.
And thank you guys for joining. I hope to see you guys in June. Definitely check out our events. This month is packed with a lot of interviews, handpan stuff, all kinds of stuff that's going on. And I know it's a busy time because school is getting out. Isn't it? Everybody's getting ready for summer. Summer's coming. Dave can't wait for the event and prizes. Oh my God, so cool.
Prizes. Yes.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And
Happy Saturday.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Enjoy.